Good morning. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. I'm glad you're with me. My name's Jim, and I'm a cryptocurrency trader and a forex trader. And here to share what I'm seeing in the charts. Man, we've got a pretty awesome show for you today. Yeah, this is a show. Yeah, sorry. We've just got a pretty good episode here for you today because, man, I'm just seeing this chart and it's becoming clearer and clearer. I want to show you some beauty in the Elliott Wave right here for BTC, and I just want to do a quick Elliott Wave lesson for you as far as corrections are concerned. And also just tell you where I think we're headed. We got some beautiful trades setting up and ready to make a little bit of money during this correction. So it's becoming clearer, and we're looking at a really good buy signal right now here pretty soon. So with that being said, let's jump into the market. Don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing how I think about the markets as a trader and how I see the charts. All right, let's jump in. We're going to look at BTC here first, and you just stick with me through this whole video. You're going to learn so much. It's going to be one of the better ones, I think. Here we go. We're looking at BTC right now, and it's clear that we came down. We hit our top here. Our top was at $13,800, and so we had an immediate rejection down, and you can see a clear three waves there. It's just a clear three waves, and then there was a reversal. So there's our first ABC. Then we had a clear three waves to the upside right here. I mean, it just could not be any clearer. It has become definitely clear once we broke this low here, or once we came down to this level. It becomes very clear that this is three waves. Okay, and so we're going to put another ABC here. Now, what happens when you have an ABC followed by an ABC? Well, what's going to happen is it's going to be followed by an ABC. I mean, that's what happens. That's going to be basically a 333 correction. It's a complex correction. If I can just get it activated, there it is. It'll be A, B, C. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Um, so what is that gonna what is that gonna look like? How's that? What shape is that gonna take? Well, time will tell. Time will tell. But we're gonna be talking about that here shortly. But before we get into that, this is basically, as I've been saying for the last several weeks now, BTC and LTC are both in what I believe are a WXY correction, which is basically a double zigzag, or a double correction. We got an ABC, we had the X wave, and then an ABC. So that's what we're looking at, guys. For me, as 100% as I can get, that's what we're looking at. I don't know how to be any more. Listen, I guess the market can do whatever it's going to do, but man, if it follows Elliott Wave rules as it always does, we're heading down, down. And we're definitely coming down to this $9,000 mark, most likely. So how do I know we're coming down to this $9,000 mark? Well, we just throw our fib extensions from we're going to measure the first wave right there with two clicks, and then we're going to project it off of the top of the X wave. And when we project that off the top of the X wave, we get this $9,000 target right down here. So I'm going to put a box here on my chart somewhere down here, and that is the target. Now, it could come down to the 1276. That is a possibility. Usually, the X wave generally goes as far a one-to-one correspondence with the W wave, but it can and it has been known to go deeper than that. So understand that potential. Okay. We have a target here of $7,800. That's our other target down here. I think it's a little less likely to hit that, but dang it, it could do whatever it wants to do. It might go on down. Now, what else could this be? I suppose this could be a 335 correction as well. I guess I need to stop putting this into a box with a WXY. I guess this could be a 335, and in fact, it might be shaping up for that too. So let's be prepared for that potential. If that's the case, if it's a 335, it has a lot more likelihood of coming down to this 1276. Okay. All right, that's what we're kind of looking at there. Now let's jump in. What I wanted to do is just show you the beauty of this wave. It's just gorgeous. You can't get any more technical than this wave right here with Elliott Wave. Now let me just show you. This is a basic correction. This is a zigzag pattern, standard ABC correction. A, B, C. There's a standard zigzag Elliott wave. Now, in an Elliott wave ABC, the A wave either can have three waves or five waves. Okay, so what we do is we just, I mean, it would look something like this. 5 waves, okay? And then this B wave is going to always have 3 waves, always, always, always. Okay, A, B, C, like that. It's going to be a zigzag of its own. And then the C wave is going to be followed by 5 waves. Now, what are some characteristics of this? Well, this, just so you know, this also looks very similar to a one, two, three. But what's the difference between them? Well, this retracement goes and it goes on. But what's the difference? What's the difference in quality? Well, the 1 and the 2 and the A and the B are often much the same. The difference is how high and extended the wave is, the extension of wave C as compared to wave 1. What we know is that in a correction, the fib extension is generally to the one-to-one extension or the 1276. However, in a motive wave, when you have 5 waves, 1, 2, and then a 3. That 3 wave comes beyond the one, comes to the 1618 or beyond it. A lot of times in an extended wave, it goes to the 2618. We had a lot of those before on the way up, on the bull move on the way up. So yep. So when this C wave or 3 wave, when it stops at the 1 or the 1276, we know it's corrective, and then when it bounces from there, when it goes beyond that to the 1618, we generally have a clue that it is not corrective, but it is motive and heading on up more often. Now, with that information, let's apply that to this market. Let's go over here and let's just zoom in and look at this wave. It's beautiful. I'm on the 2-hour chart. Just take a peek. I'm going to get rid of this here. Okay. What I wanted to show you here is we've got 5 clear waves. Now we've got a low here. This is our A wave. We should have 5 waves there. Let's see if we can count 5 subwaves there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 5 subwaves. Let me change the color. I don't think you can see it very well. Okay. Now, this B wave needs to have 3 waves. Do you see them? Do you see it, boys and girls? There you go. There's 3. This C wave here needs to have 5 subwaves. Do you see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That it's as clear as day. We've got a 5, a 3, and a 5. This is a standard zigzag ABC 535 pattern. Now let's see if the fibs support that. We're going to measure our A wave. We're going to extend it from the bottom of B. And look where we came up and tagged. We came up just shy of the one-to-one extension. Just came up to the one-to-one extension and reversed. That is a clear corrective pattern. For people who say Elliott Wave doesn't work, I've been calling this as a correction forever. It's been clear as day that this 3 wave was. I've been calling. You've been listening. I've been calling it, and I'm not trying to be brag or anything. I'm just saying this is how I interpret the market, and it works time and time again. I did say if we come up here to the 1276, we'd have to watch. So that was a target, but it never made it up there. And then I said, listen, if it goes beyond that, we'd be looking up here at the 14,800 as a target for the 1618. And so this is how we use Elliott Wave to see what's going on. As these 5 waves began to be formed, you began to say, well, this is awful short of 5 waves for a 3. It's an awful short 3, and it certainly is, and that's why we knew it was corrective. So I've been calling it for it down. It bounced down, and now what do we have going on? Well, we should either have a 5 waves to the downside. So this could be an A, B, and a C coming down, which is 5 waves to the downside, or it could be a WXY, which is excuse me, it's which is a corrective as well, but it's a double correction. So whether it's a complex correction, a WXY, or it's a simple correction, we are coming down. Okay. Yeah, this is exciting as far as just confirmation of what we've been saying for the last while. So I'm glad to see it. Kind of, if you can tell my excitement, I don't know. I guess I'm just excited just to be proven right. Because when you call something before it happens, then everybody kind of poo-poos your calls and says nah, 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 and then it turns out to be right. It's just confirmation that what you've been doing is validated. So. Okay, so what do we have here? So this is what we want to look at. I'm thinking we may have a good bounce and a good entry for a long right now, a nice little trade, and so I'm thinking about entering myself right now. So I'm going to tune in here to this wave right here and see what's going on. Now, we should have 5 waves be coming down for an A wave. And what we have is this straight down move and then this little correction and down. And I don't think that's an ABC, guys. I just don't think it is. What I believe it is I believe it's a 1 wave, or it's a 5 wave, some kind of 5 wave. This thing right here, it's some kind of 5 wave. Um, I don't. It's really hard because I don't see a clear 1 wave. Okay, and it's really hard up here. So I actually had to go down to like the 5 minute chart to kind of see any possibility of a 1 wave, which that 5 minute chart is way there. We go. Is this the 1 wave right here, or is that the 1 wave? I think this is the 1, 2, and then this is 3, 4, and 5. I think that's the way to count it. But either way, I believe this is a finished wave. I believe it looks pretty finished. Throwing the fibs on it just to show you. Um, it's definitely a corrective wave. I don't know. It's really a hard 1 wave. The other option is that this is my 1 wave right here, and there are 5 waves in there. You have to go down to the 1 minute to see it, but there are 5 waves up in there. I believe, if I remember right. And that, I mean, that would put maybe our 3 wave here. Yeah, guys, it's just so hard. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah, I don't know, and so this is what I mean when I say I'm not always so technical when it comes to Elliott Wave. I look more at the shape. What I've found in the past, and here's basically my experience. Okay, this is just experience talking. That in my experience, when I can't find all the waves, but I see the shape, I go by the shape more than I do the waves. Okay, that's just the way I think about it. So this looks like a 4 wave right here, whether it's the 4 of the 3rd wave or a 4 wave in general. Um, it looks like a 4 wave. So this would be the 5 wave, and then we have this corrective wave, and you can see that it looks like 5 waves going up. Okay, that tells me this is probably our B wave. Okay, which we may be coming up here for a C wave, which to me would kind of tell the tale of this being a 1, 2. We'd be coming down for 3, 4, 5 for this correction in BTC. So what is this potential? Well, if this is an A wave followed by a B wave, and if we've hit the bottom of that B wave, I don't know that we have, but we could have. We might have. It's come deep enough to be there. Then we should be looking at 12,200 to 12,500 in that ballpark. So we could project our 3 wave then. Let me zoom out to the 4 hour here using that fib projection. Using that fib projection, we can go from our 1 wave to our 2 right there. Our 3 wave is looking at my $8,800 target down here. That would be a 3 wave. And then we'd be coming up for 4, we'd be going down for 5. What would be the 4 wave target there if that's the case? Well, if the 3 wave comes down here to $8,800, then that's an if. We're just talking hypotheticals here. And the 4 wave retraces somewhere around this vicinity, in that ballpark. We're looking at a bottom of about $7,200, which correlates to these structure lines down here. So, yeah, a $7,000 bottom maybe as a potential. That's if this is 5 waves coming down. All right. So this structure area right here, anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000, looking like our bottom. So yeah, there's a potential. Um, what we're looking at here for a uh, trade in Bitcoin. What else could be happening? What other shapes? See, I don't know that to be a fact, and so let's consider some other things here. What else could be happening? Well, this might be the four wave of this wave. So this might be a 1, 2, 3 in here somewhere, followed by this is going to be a four wave. What would that four wave? Let's zoom in on this guy right here, and let's throw the fibs on that. We've got a 1, we got a 2. See how we came to the 1, 2, 7, 6 extension, and we bounced off of that. It's a clear corrective, clearly corrective. So, but that to me is 5 waves. It's not 3 waves. It looks more 5 wave-ish. So it's this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that tells me we could be going down for a B wave. There's no clear 3 waves here, so that's troubling to me a little bit. So yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that. So if that's if this is 3 waves, which I guess you could interpret this as an A, B, and then a C. That's certainly a potential. I guess that's definitely a potential. I don't want to say might be. It definitely is potential. So if that's the case, then this could be coming down for our fifth wave. This looks more motive-like rather than 3 wave-ish. This looks like we're putting in the 4 wave and going to come down here to our trend line to the 5th wave. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. That would give us a new low or a new low. It would bust this low open. So I'm looking at about $10,800 in that ballpark as a low. That's a potential as well, so we have to be watching that. Okay, so yeah, this is looking more motive like. I'm thinking this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 coming down. I don't think this is finished. We are getting a move here. Let me just, yeah, I mean, it's still corrective. In my opinion, it's a 4 wave. It's going to come a little deeper and then come down. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I would like to see this come down and finish a 5th wave, and then we have a nice bounce. That would be what I would like to see. Now, whether that happens, I don't know. Remember, so we have the potential here of this being an A, B, and then a C, or this is the 4 wave A, B, C right there, and then coming down here. So those are two potentials. I don't know what's going to take place, but I'm watching out for both of them. Obviously, if we break this high, then you know what's happening. From here, if we break this high from here, then we're coming up here to those targets that I mentioned about 12,200 to 12,500, and then we're going to be coming down. We are coming down, so if you have the ability to short, I would shoot. If price comes up here, if price from here comes up here to 12,500, I'm shorting all day long. All day long, I'm shorting. There's no doubt about it. There's no question in my mind. That's what I'm doing. That's not advice. Okay. Now, what else? What else are we looking at? Well, again, our targets are down here at. Let me go back out now. Just remind you of the targets, and then we'll go over to LTC. Our targets are looking at. Get that right on the tick. There we go. $9,000. Or 7,800, 7,900. It keeps changing, guys, because I'm not always so careful as to where I put. Let me get it right. 78, 9,000, and 78. Those are my two targets for BTC right now. Okay, $7,800 looking like it's a potential target, and $9,000 potential target. So we're watching 9,000 first. That doesn't mean we're not going to get bumps along the way. Don't forget, we're going to get rallies, and then it's going to go down more. So people are going to be thinking it's going up, up, up. And everybody's going to say, "Oh, where are you, bear guys?" And it's just always so funny to watch on waves like this. "Oh, you bear guys were wrong. You bear guys were wrong." And we're just sitting back, watching the fibs and waiting for it to show itself, and then finally we can stick our. And this is my video where I'm sticking my tongue out at you and say, "Shut up," okay? All right. Anyway, that's part of trading. You get bears and bulls fight, and I'm not a perennial bear, but when I see bears' tendencies, I'm going to let you know, and that's what you're going to get on this channel. Just you're going to get a good, unbiased Elliott Wave analysis. I try to stay as neutral as I can be. I did learn how to trade in a bear market, so yeah, I'm during that bull run, I had to do a little shifting and I had to just change my perspective a little. I had to shift into a bull mindset, and so that was a little harder for me. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna be ready for the next bull run, and we're gonna nail those calls and we're gonna nail those trades. Okay. All right. Let's look at LTC and see what's going on. We got a nice little correction right here. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, look at that straight up candle. It's straight up. It's going up, 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 moon. And let me just remind you here of some other straight up action here. Oh, we had some straight up action here. Oh, we had some straight up action here. A straight up candle here and here has straight up. And look what it does. Look what it's done in this correction. It goes straight up really fast, it entices buyers, and boom, it down to the downside. And then it just kind of keeps going, 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 trudging, and then boom, we're heading down. So, we got a straight up candle. You should jump in. Jump in. What do you think is going to happen next? We're going to trickle on down, most likely. This is looking very motive-like. This is a completed ABC. Looks, it measures that way. Let's take a peek and see what we've got here. In fact, you can, let me zoom out here, and because I didn't start with a zoomed out picture. I'm still looking for that one more move to the downside. I'm looking for 5 waves to the downside here. We might be getting that right now. 4 didn't come up as high as I projected there. I guess 4 could come, but I don't think so. I'll tell you why I think it's complete there. So this looks like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's a 3-wave, 4 and 5 down here. I got a target down here of $90. So I'm still kind of looking at that $90. Also, could be looking at about $94 if this trend line holds. This trend line, well, 90. If that trend line holds, 96. I just don't think. I don't think that trend line is going to hold. I think it's going to break it. I think it's going to wick through it, and then we're going to bounce back. Most likely, I'm still looking at this $90 to $95 in that ballpark, from $90 to $95. The fibs are showing $90. We are getting a nice move to the upside. So let's just take a peek on the 15-minute chart and see what we got going on. Now let's do the 30-minute chart and see what we're going. Whoa, yeah, it's moving now. Let's see here. Check out. There we go. It's moving without BTC. It's always a red flag, guys. Always a red flag. Do. Let's measure it here. Yeah, here we go. We got the 1 to the 2 extension. This came down to the 1618. What does that tell you? This is a 3-wave. What are we making? Making a 4-wave here. 4 waves kind of come up to the level of the 1 wave here. Should experience a down move after that. Should experience a down correction after that. Okay. So I'm expecting a down move. That doesn't mean we're going to get it. If I'm interpreting this wave correctly, that means my interpretation of this wave has to be correct. I believe it is. I don't know that it is, but I believe it is. Everybody believes they're right, always, right? So yeah, it becomes a little clearer. I'm going to get the wave off of here just to clear the chart a little bit. There we go, so we can see. Let's just throw the fibs a little bit more technically here. 1, 2. Yeah, this went past the 1618. There's a chance this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 2 wave. That's what we might be seeing. There's a chance of that. I don't think so, because this looks like more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3. This looks more like a 1, 2, 3. This looks more like a 4. If we break this high, I'm wrong. Okay, so that's how we invalidate what I think. See, analyzing Elliott Wave in hindsight is easy, but projecting what's coming in the future, not always so easy. We got to use Elliott Wave rules and principles in order to think about what might happen, and that's also what you get on this channel. I tell you the different scenarios of what could happen based upon what we have right now. Doesn't mean I know what's going to happen, but I can show you the likelihoods of what might happen. So yeah, this cannot break this. Well, it can wick through it, but this here, let's put a little line of death here. This is just a small line of death, guys. Here, if we substantially break and close above this, then this isn't a 4-wave. This is something different. This might be a 1-wave. So what you do in that scenario is you kind of wait for the pullback of the 2-wave. If it breaks this, you wait for the pullback of the 2, and then you play the other wave. So what are some potentials if this is a 1, 2? I don't think it is, guys. I really don't. This is not my number 1 probability. Understand that. Well, we go to the bottom of here to here to here. and we have a projection of 111 to 115. 111 to 115. That's going to be a nice trade. Wait for the pullback and go in. That's if we get 5 waves to the upside and 3 waves to the downside. So you need to see, in order for you to jump in this trade, you need to watch and wait for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you need to wait for something like that. You want to see 5 clear waves. That breaks this high substantially. That breaks my line of death substantially. Then you want to see this. You want to see a little, yeah, you want to see that. Can't you see it? You want to see something like that. Then, so 5 waves, 3 waves. Once you see that, then you go into the upside. That's guys, that's only if, I mean, that's only going to happen if this is the bottom of something, okay? I don't think that's going to happen, okay? But since we have this little shoot up here, and this is what we're thinking about as Elliott Wave traders. That's why I don't get freaked out. I did sit up and take notice. I'm like, oh, that's shooting up. What's going on? So I want to interpret that based upon what we see here. This is most likely what we've got here is a. This is really frustrating. I click it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should be coming down for a 5. Now, I don't like the wave delineation here because it seems so small. I want to see it come down here. I want to see it come down here substantially, but it's not moving fast enough. So I'm not sure why and what's going on there. So be mindful of what I just shared with you. Make sure that we don't substantially break that level. You've got your targets up here for if it does break that level, we could be finishing the 4 wave. This could be a big A, a B, and we're coming up for C. That's a potential. That's a possibility. All right. Excuse me. Let's see. What else could this be? Well, this could be the 5th wave, and this is just the 1 wave followed by the 2 wave. Then we're coming down for 3, 4, 5, and then that's more like how we're going to hit the $90 target. That's more like that would pull us down to $90 if we're going from 1 to 2. Now, if you see 3 waves here, ABC to the upside, if you only see 3 waves and it stops, and the internal fib measurements of the 1276 here, let's go ahead and show those internal fib. Let's jump down to the 10-minute chart and look at that wave in particular. Let's check that out. Let's check that wave out. What do we got? Let's measure this guy. It wicked the 1618, but it did not close substantially above it. So it did wick there, guys, on the 10-minute chart. Let's go to the 5-minute. Still wicked it. I'm not convinced that that's anything other than an ABC right there. This could be just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 waves. There's a little pullback. And then we got to shoot up. This could be a 1, 2, 3. Could be an ABC. Okay? Looking more like an ABC. It stopped here at the 1. You see the 5 waves of 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See them? Do you see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a leading diagonal. Then we have a two wave. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that 1, 2. Yeah. That looks like 1, 2, 3. This looks like 4, guys. Having a hard time. That's tough. You try to count all that. You try to count that. Remember, if we substantially go higher than this 1618 right here, don't jump in. Don't jump in. Okay, so this is what we'll get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't jump in. Don't jump in up here. What do? You wait. You wait for a pullback. What's the pullback going to look like? It's going to look like this. Something like that. ABC down. What kind of retracement do you normally get? You normally get If it came up there, you normally get about 50% retracement. Um, Sorry. 102 is your entry, maybe 101.58, 1618, right here. This is your target zone. You can see how this 101.50 correlates here with the structure area right here. This is target. There's your target area somewhere in there. Okay. Wait for a pullback to here, and then we should expect it to go up from there. If this is a reversal, we should see 5 waves. We want to see 5 waves. Want to see 5 waves. We'd be looking at something like this. Our trade would be up here to 107 to 108. Okay, nice little trade. Not bad. Not a bad little trade. If it's a reversal and we're going to get 5 waves, we'd be coming up here to 111. Okay, so we have to wait and see what we get. Wait and see what we get. We are coming up a bit stronger here. Looks more reversal like. Yeah. Yeah, it's trying to, but it's wicking. That's the 5th wave of this correction. It just wicked above it, guys. So what we do as traders, man, as I'm showing you what I do as a trader, as I'm thinking out loud, as the market's being moved. I don't freak out when I see that. It's like, oh, I missed my entry. Oh no, I didn't miss nothing. I didn't miss anything. Why? Because it's going to retrace. I don't enter here. That's too risky. Look, shoot, you see this reversal here and you enter here. You think it's going to go up? No, boom, it comes down. So we wait for confirmation. We wait for moves like this. And then we wait to see if we see the characteristics of a motive wave. Characteristics of a motive wave have a 1.618 move to the upside. Let's make sure we got that measured right. But it's not just a wick through it. It goes to it and closes at it. So we're gonna wait and see. What do we get? We get a 4-wave pullback, and then we get a 5th wave, and then after the 5th wave, we watch our pullback, and then we enter that trade. So that's how we do it, guys. That is my 1-2 trade. I've shared that in videos before, but I'm sharing it again. That's the 1-2 trade. So if we get that, that's what you're doing. So watch, you got to draw your fibs on your chart. Yeah, I can't be with you all the time, so you're going to have to learn to chart. You're going to have to get an account, tradingview.com. It's totally free. Yeah, if you want to play as a trader, you want to actually just pretend to trade, you can come down here. Let me just show you here. I was watching a video of another guy, and let's see. And yeah, he showed me something I didn't realize TradingView had. I trade on Forex, right? But if you come down here to the trading panel, you got this paper trading by TradingView. Just click on that, and they give you $100,000 to play with. I changed mine to 5,000 because I try not to trade with more than that at any given time. Just because I don't like to over leverage and over risk my account, that's plenty for me to trade and increase the account. So yeah, you can come here and you can actually just click this little dude right there and hit reset the paper trading account. You tell it how much of an account you want. Gives you an account. Then you can you make sure you're click the little dude. Make sure that show buy and sell panel. If you wanna buy, just click that buy button. Tell it how many you want to buy and at what price. You can set a market order, or limit order, or stop order, whatever you want to do. And here I'll sell a I'll set a not a stop. I'll set a market order for a sell right now, and we'll sell 100. No, I can't afford 100. Let's just do let's do 25 LTC. We're gonna sell it. Boom, we sold it. Okay. It's executed. My average fill price is $1.03, and it'll tell you what your profit and loss is from there. It puts a little line right there. Right now I'm in the negative. Right now, and it'll kind of tell you what your profit and loss is. So yeah, you can kind of watch that. So yeah, you can play trading if you want. That's paper trading. That's basically, I actually trade. Look, I made 25 cents. Okay. So yeah, it kind of tells you how much you've made. You can close the trade by hitting the X button, close position. It'll ask you if you want to close it. You tell it yes, and you keep on. Oh, I'm in negative $2 there. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. I would never have shorted here, guys. I'm just showing you that that's how you wanted to do it. Okay, and then so if don't be afraid of a negative account. That doesn't mean anything, whatever. But just watch this thing come down, and then you can go on from there. So yeah, you can play paper trading on TradingView, and that's a pretty neat deal there. You can practice trading without risking your money. Okay, all right. You can practice the skills we're learning. You can practice using the charts and all that jazz. So I hope that helps you. All right, I've talked about a lot. Let me just jump back out and tell you what I think is happening here. Most likely. This is, you can see how we're wicking here. This is most likely a 4 wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to be coming down for 5. I'm waiting for here for my buy, so we'll watch that. Okay. All right, guys. I feel like I've showed everything that might be happening. So yeah, if you get scared of these big candles here, just watch it. Watch that pullback. See what you get. See if you get 5 clear waves. If you don't get 5 clear waves, then there's no trade. Okay, there's no trade. By the way, this would be kind of a scalp trade, just so you're aware. This would be definitely more of a scalp trade. If let me just zoom back out here. I know I'm all over the place right now. I got distracted with the trading view thing. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, if that's done, and if this is a B wave and we're coming up for C, so if this is a deeper 4 wave, if this 4 comes up, if this 4 wave ends up coming up here, we're looking at 111 to 114. That's going to be a nice little trade. Wait for that 5 waves to complete, and then for a pullback. Wait for that 1 wave, because we're going to have 5 waves to the upside, large ones. So wait for that on the small time frame. Wait for the pullback of to let's see, on the smaller time frame here. 5 minute chart here for this 1 wave, to see this 1 wave complete. We want to see a push up here to see 5 clear waves to be completed. Okay, guys, got to go. I hope that's helpful to you. More to say. There's trading videos and tutorials coming your way. I'm going to work on them this weekend, and I've got a list of things I want to talk about. They're going to be short type. What do you call it? They're going to be short type videos, and just kind of hit you with just a barrage of videos, just to kind of you can get them as you go and learn how to trade along the way, and learn what you need to know about my TA and how I trade. So anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. Sorry about the discombobulation at the end, but don't forget to like, subscribe, share some love with me, man. Tell me if you liked the video. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you want to see. I think I had a request for a chart the other day. I can't remember what it was. I got to go back and look at the comments, but I'll be getting that. I'll be getting that chart for you ready, and I might even post a separate video. Until then, you guys have a fantastic Saturday. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.